Tay here checking in. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't been on here the past couple of days, but you know how it is. We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna see. We got a new streak. We're gonna try to see how many days I can go without missing a day. Because the whole idea of this entire channel, or the idea of this channel, no days off, is always football. It's always football content. There's always football stories. And if I see where I'm supposed to, if I stay committed and consistent every single day of where I envision this brand to be, all day to be, then I need to be consistent with it every single day. That's what my idea is right now. That's my thought. That's my thought process. Even with me doing everything else, I still need to do it. So yeah, I wasn't here the past couple of days, but I'm here now. So we're going to keep this channel cooking. We're going to keep it going. And so we're just going to talk about the Buffalo Bills as of right now. I don't think I really gave the Bills enough, what you can say, attention. So it would be very, very, very. I think it'd be a good idea to go ahead and talk about the Bills. So Bills on the positive side of rest days in 2026 NFL schedule. The breakdown. Hold on for a second. So breakdown of the Bills rest days. Let's look at that. Let's look at the article I'm gonna talk about real quick. The Buffalo Bills have 17 games like everyone else on their 2026 NFL schedule, but their rest days add up plenty more this time around. That's my girlfriend coming in the car, y'all, so I'm just keeping it real with y'all. So, with the nature of games on different days and times during each schedule, every season some teams end up having less rest compared to the other teams in the NFL each year. You come on, you good. Just keeping it real. Yeah, so I'm about to start driving, so I'm gonna talk about, I guess, let's see, net rest edges, total days of extra rest versus teams. You know what? I can talk about that article later, but I talk about where I think I could talk about where Buffalo Bills, where their season may end up by without looking at their. I think it's gonna be the same old. Like with Josh Allen. Josh Allen, really, really great quarterback. He is, I mean, obviously top five quarterback in the NFL without a doubt. But you guys know how I feel about him. I mean, with that being said, I still think he is slightly overrated. He gets a little bit too much credit, and the team gets a little bit too much blame. They always say that Josh Allen doesn't have enough help. He is one that's always carrying the team, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I mean, I hear this every single year, every single time when they lose the playoffs. And don't get me wrong. I mean, he does do his thing, and he does. I mean, he is a top five quarterback. I can't take that away from him, but I do believe that he gets a lot of passes more than any other quarterback in the NFL, even almost slightly more than Joe Burrow. I mean, some people are starting to think that Joe Burrow is that some people are starting to sort of like hold Joe Burrow accountable for certain things that his shortcomings. Some are, but Josh Allen, I hear no slander with Josh Allen whatsoever, and I just don't think that's success. That's just, I don't want to use the word fair, but I just don't think it's it's right, and I'm trying to figure out what is the reason. I mean, ever since Josh Allen came into the league, when he wasn't even good, people were still pushing the narrative that he can someday win an MVP, and I just never I don't want to say I've never envisioned Josh Allen as this superhero, great, prolific type of quarterback that everybody sees him as. I mean, he first off, it's wrong to say not that he is not that he's the only one that's carrying that team. The Buffalo Bills has a pretty solid team. They had a pretty solid team for the past few years. It's not all Josh Allen that's just carrying that team. And to be honest with you, last year they lost games that they should never lost to. And Josh Allen played terrible in some games. I mean, terrible. And nobody said anything about how bad his quarterback play was during those games. And in the playoffs, when he's when he's turning the ball over in the playoffs, nobody really talked about that. They pushed the loss on the team. And I just don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. If I was a teammate, I would be pissed because I'm like, yo, I get that there was other reasons why we lost it. Like there was outside of Josh Allen, there was other reasons why we lost this game. But Josh Allen, for him being the leader of this team, he's being the quarterback. He should not have been so careless with the ball, carrying it like a loaf of bread, and then fumbled the ball, and then and I think that resulted in not a turnover, but a turnover touchdown. I have to watch the game again. But regardless of the fact of the matter is that I watched that game, and I was not impressed with Josh Allen at all, like how he played that game, how he lost the playoffs. But there was a huge debate on both sides, like, oh, it wasn't Josh Allen's fault. Josh Allen did everything he could. He has to play perfect. Well, I mean, dog. I mean, if they're gonna call you Superman, and they're gonna say that you are the one who's always if Josh Allen is the one who's always bringing that team through to yeah, you need to be perfect. Like Josh Allen, and you're getting paid as much as Josh Allen for. And it is another when inevitable moments happen sometimes in a. Okay, what do you expect him to, and how blame that his team gets? I don't like it. And I just don't like that they say that he doesn't have any help. He does have help. Like, he has receivers, he has a tight end, he has a good tight end, he has one of the best running backs in the game, and he had a good offensive line. I mean, how many times was Josh Allen getting hit last year? And I told you, I said this once and I'll say it again. Josh Allen is a fullback that can pass the ball. That's what Josh Allen is. If you take away Josh Allen's legs, he is going to make mistakes. Why? Because you're going to force him to be a passer quarterback, and Josh Allen isn't a passer quarterback. He's not. He is not the best. He is not one of the best passers in the league, and he never was, and he never will be. And that's how you can force Josh Allen to make mistakes, because he's going to be forced to do things that he can't naturally do. And that's what that team, I forgot what team they was playing against. I forgot who that team was when he did do that, when he fumbled that ball. But that's what happens. If you go back and watch Josh Allen's games, a lot of the times is when teams force him to do things that he's not naturally capable to do. That's when he starts making mistakes. But when teams are allowing him to run all over the place, run through them, do all that things like he's a doggone fullback, running back / halfback or whatever, he starts to dominate the game. He starts to dominate the game, and that's why I still give him his credit. I still say he's a top 5. He's a great quarterback, but he's not the best. It's not all him when his team wins. It's not always him. Not always a team when they lose. Ridiculous that people even. Football is the ultimate team sport. The only quarterback I've actually seen who single-handedly pretty much won a game for their team is Tom Brady. That's the only quarterback I can think of that's done that. I mean, when you're playing in the Super Bowl and you're playing against a Falcons team that was pretty great throughout the year, and you're getting blown out, and you have the greatest coach, arguably the greatest coach of all time, without a doubt, the greatest defensive coach of all time in Bill Belichick, and you're getting blown out. And some of the ways how you usually win Super Bowls is you're not winning it now. And then Tom Brady was just like, at halftime, he just became a whole freaking whole being. And what does he do? He comes back and he wins. He comes back and not only does just starts playing well, but he brings his team down from a 27-point deficit and wins the game. That's the only time when I would say pretty much that quarterback did everything. That was Tom Brady was the reason why that they won. I mean, he's always the reason why, but he pretty much did everything himself, because everything else was not working well. And that was the moment when everybody was saying that Tom Brady is the GOAT. I've always been a Tom Brady fan since I've been 14, so I've always been saying Tom Brady was the GOAT, even because I was just being a biased fan. But it was what he did when he did that. There was really nothing new to me, because I've always knew that Tom Brady could do something like that. But I never seen Josh Allen do anything like that. So we can't be. I never see any of the current quarterbacks do anything like that. Not even my boy Justin Herbert. So we can't keep giving being biased and giving and praising who we want to praise and then criticize who we want to criticize. Because if we are being real right now, Justin Herbert is definitely a better quarterback than Josh Allen. And I know a lot of people hate to hear that, and a lot of people don't agree with that. But you put Josh Allen in the same situation that Justin Herbert has been dealing with, it's not Josh Allen is not going to look as good, nearly as good, because yeah, you take away that offensive line. You give him a terrible coach like, I mean, Justin Herbert has Jim Harbaugh now, but you give him a terrible coach like Brandon Staley and an offensive coordinator like Greg Roman. Come on, man. Josh Allen was looking like pure trash until they switched up some stuff with the offensive coordinator situation, and he's always had a good head coach. I mean, Sean McDermott is an awesome coach, and also what's the guy who got fired from the Giants? I forget his name, but he was always a really good coach. So let's not let's I mean, we need to stop acting like Josh Allen has not been having help. He has not. Even say Joe Burrow is even in a worse situation than Josh Allen is. I would even say that much. So we gotta just. This is what I do, man. I'm gonna give you all like perspectives of this sport, of this game that you are not. You're pretty much saying the same exact thing, which is so many different ways. And I'm not going to do that because I have a different, unique perspective on this game. So that's all I wanted to talk about right now. I wanted to jump on and talk about that because, like, again, I'm going to keep the streak going to see how many days I can go. No days off. But thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back very, very, very soon. Deuces.